Hello and welcome to this class. For today, we're trying to produce the isometric projection that you are seeing at the right hand side of the screen. So first things first, your first task is to draw your isometric axis as usual. So I'll take my t-square this way. I'll draw a horizontal line and a vertical line this way. I'll draw a vertical line this way, as you can see, right? Then I'll draw my incline 30 degree. I'll take this downward this way. Now I'll take this way around, downward this way. So I have this is what we refer to as isometric axis. What's your next task? My next task is to observe my figure very well. My entire length from here to somewhere here is given to be 130. Observe, I'm having 130 there with this radius 40. So if I had 40 plus 130, I'll have 170. So I'm measuring 170. This is 150. This is okay. Let me extend this one here a little bit downward so I can have accurate measurement. I'll extend this down. So my entire length there is given to go there 170. This is 150. 150 is at this point. 150, 60, 70. Remaining 20. I'll come here. This is my 20 here. So this is my entire length of the figure. Next up, my entire width is what? Is 80. So measure 80 at this point here. My entire width is 80. From here to here we give 80, right? My entire height of the figure is 100, so I have 100 at this point here. So I'll use these 3 points to create out a box as we usually do. So take this one up this way. I'll take this point here, take it up this way, then I'll take it down this way. I'll connect this to this point here. Then I'll take this point here. I'll connect this to this. Similarly, I'll try to take it up here. I'll take this down a little bit. Then finally, I'll close it up this way to touch this line here. Hang on. So I have this, right? I have what you're seeing in front of you. Alright, I have this. So my first task now is to start with the construction. Observe that my entire length here is ticking, so I'm ticking this. From here to here is ticking, so I'll ticking this, as you can see in the figure. Right, next task is that next task now is that observe that from here to here is 24 inward. So measure 24 inward, 24. From here to here is 24, and it's ticking. I'll ticking it 24 inward, right? That's 24 inward. Observe that there's a kind of downward line here, which is given to be 20. Measure 20, right? I have 20 there. Also, I'll take this inward this way such that the length there is given to 38, as you can see, 38. So here to here is 38. I'll have 38 at this point there. Then I'll take the point upward, as in this case, to touch this. Observe that we said from here to somewhere. Okay, observe at the figure. From here to somewhere there is 80. So I've taken out 24 and 38. I'm left with what? 16, right? 16, right? So measure out 16, or perhaps 16. So from here to here 16. So I'll take the point I'll take that point there, I'll take it downward here with a faint line. As you can see, my next task now is obviously to transfer point. So transfer this point here, I'll transfer this point here, this one here, I'll transfer this point here to this, transfer this point here to this. As you can see what I'm doing, transfer this one here to this, such that I will close this part here up, this to this. Now close this part here up, this to this, right? Observe that there's an inward of 24, which I'll measure right now. So measure 24 here, 24 from here to 24. So from here to here is 24. As you can see, then I'll use my T-set square, then take it inward, I'll take this in, I'll take this to join this. Similarly, I'll take this in, I'll take this to join this. As you can see what I'm doing. Then finally I'll close them up, close this up, I'll close this up, right? I'll close this up too, then try to close this upper part up too. I'll close this part up. So I have what you're seeing at the right hand side of the screen. Close this part up. My next task is to extend each point downward. Extend this down, right? Extend each edge down, extend this one too down, extend this edge down, extend this one down, this edge too down, and finally I have this edge down. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, per se, observe that my height there will be 24. Yes, 24 downward. So from here to here is 24. I'm having 24, taking it, then I'll transfer the point, take this 24 to this, then I'll take this 24 that I just measured to touch this. Sorry, there is not, hang on, there's no connection with this, so I'll clean up this. Observe, there's no connection. The connection was made with this to this, as in this case. Then I'll close them up this way. So next task now is just to get the point. Since I've transferred this here, just get the point to this one here, right? Then I can just get some stuff right. I'll take this point here to touch this, right? Now I'll take this one this way around to close up with this. Then I'll close this part here up, right? Next task, close this part to touch this. I have this. Next up, my next task now is that, observe the figure very well. I will take this inward this way, as you can see, right? Next task, extend it down this way. So where it touches, I'll taking this part here, right? And I'll try to take this. Okay, observe that there's an height of 40 here, 40, right? Or perhaps 84 downward, 84, 5, 6, 7, 84. I'll ticken it because it's ticking. Then I'll use my set square. I'll make sure extend this one down so that this one can easily meet up with this. So I have this. Okay, observe that there's no connection to this. There's no connection here, no connection there. The only thing I need there is the edge here, this edge here where they meet. Then I will try to hang on. I'll connect this one here to this, right? So that I can just ignore this line here. So the task there is just to connect this to touch this, right? As in this case, connect this to this, right? And this to this here. I have this, as you can see what you're having at the top there, right? So my next task now is to close this part here up, close this up, right? Okay, proceeding from here, since I know that from here to here is 100 and I'm given a thickness of 20 up here, so measure 20 up, 20 up, get to here is 20. So I'll thicken this part here to this manner. I will extend this point here down such that I will ensure it closes up with this. Extend this to this way, right? So I can easily thicken this part down. In this sense, I have this, right? I have this. All right, proceeding from this part here, what's my next task? Obviously my next task now is to get this arc. There's one kind of arc here, so just transfer this point here, transfer this one down, then close it up here. I'll close this up at this point, right? So next task is to measure an height of 20, as in this case. So instead of measuring 20, just transfer this point to this place here, or perhaps you can just connect it this way. The radius of that arc is given to be what? 24. So measure 24 from here to here. It's 24. I'll place at this point, take it to 1 and take it 2. So at each point there, I'll take this up vertically this way, I'll take this vertically downwards this way. I'll also extend this one here downward, such that 24, I'll take it up and down. So I'll use the idea of ordinate method of construction of ellipse here. So this is what I have here. Then I'll join the longest diagonal together, this to this, as in this case. Then I'll take it this way around, 1, and I will take this one too to touch this 2. So I need some point there. So to get what I'm having there, I'll come to this edge here, I'll connect this point to this together, as in this case. You can see come to this point here and join this edge and this together, as you can see. Sorry, I'll connect this and this together, as in this case here. Then I'll thicken this part here to this, and I'll thicken this part here to this. As you can see what we have successfully done. Proceeding from here, my next task now is to observe my figure, right? There's a double line here, trying to erase it. There's a single line there. All right, proceeding. Next up, observe that there's a I'll take an inward. Okay, at this point here, I'll measure out. Okay, from this point here, I'll measure out 130 in. That is 130. I mean, this is 130 here to this point here is 130, right? At this point 130 here, I will take this my t-square. As you can see, take this down this way, right? That's my 130. Observe that my 130 there. So I will try to. This is 130 here. So my from here to here is 130. My task now is to get the center of this figure here. From here to, which we said from here to here is 80. So the center there will what? 40 center. Here to here is 40 already, as we had. So my task now is to come to this point here. I'll draw a line inward this way. So it means that my center, right, is at this point here. So at this point I'll measure a kind of 40, that there's an arc of 40 there. I'll measure 40 from here to here. You say it's 40, or perhaps you can still measure out 40 from here to here is 40. Observe. Then I'll take it here, 40 up, down this way, down here, and up at this point here. So I'm having 40. I will extend this down. I will extend this to touch this one this way. So I'll use my ordinate method of construction of ellipse here. Take this down, right, and I'll take this. Alright, I've been using my T-square to connect this. Next task now is to join the longest diagonal. So I'll join the longest diagonal from here to here, the faint line. But before I start construction, observe something here. Observe something here. This one here is not in this way, right? There's a kind of line, right? A line that comes down from here with a faint line, right? So there's a line that comes down from here with a faint line this way, right? Such that this one coincide with the line here, right? So I have this. So such that I'll take in this part here from here to here. So it still extends, so I'll extend it down here, right? Hang on. Okay, not down. I will take it. I'll take this part here. I'll connect this to this way. Then I'll close this part here up. I have this, right? So I have this. Alright, proceeding from here. My next task now, after joining my longest diagonal together, as in this case, right, I'll take this part here, join this to this, and then join this to this, right? So of course at this point now I'll take this point up, right? I'll come here, take this edge here up. So at one edge here I'll measure 20 is the height. Measure 20, here's 20. So that 20 there, I'll transfer point, transfer this to this, transfer this to this point here, transfer this to this point here, this to this, and finally I will close them up, transfer this to this point there. So I have this. So observe that I'm dealing with 1, 2, 3, 4 for the down part. For the up part, 1, for the upper part, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it means that I will join the longest diagonal as I did for the down one to the upper one too, and I need this point and this point. Transfer those points to this one here, transfer those points to this upper one here too. So you can see what I'm doing. When you are done with that, this edge here too, instead of drawing, all right, observe, I transferred this point here, this one here, right, to this part here and this part here, such that I will take this one and this I transferred together in this way round. Then I come here, this point I transferred using this. When I transfer this to this and this point here, I had this one. So where these two meet, this and this meet is at the center here, right? So it means that I'll come to this point here and draw this curve, as you can see. Next up, I'll come to this edge here. I'll connect this one and this together. All right, I'll connect this and this together, as in this case you can see. Connect this and this together. So connecting them, I have this. Connecting the two, I have this, right, such that I will finally close this one here up to this, then I will close this one here up to this, right. I have this, as you can see what we are having at the right hand side of the screen. I'll connect this to this together. So this means that I'll try to proceed with these steps here. I'll take this center here and take it up here to get something taken here. So it means that I'll measure 5 5. There's like a there's like one kind of line here connected here. So measure 5 5. I'll measure 5 5. So 5 5, right? So I'll measure 5 5, then I'll come here at the center here, measure 25 inward, right? 25 inward, this 25 here. So I'll take this one to draw across this way and measure 5 5 as I did for the upper one here. 5 to the right, 5 to the left. So connect that to 5 here, this first 5 and the second 5 this way, right? Such that I will take this part here, this part here, this one here, I'll take it in this way, then I'll take this one to touch that line this way, then I'll take this to join this way, and finally I'll connect these two together. As you can see what we're having at the right hand side of the screen, I have this, right? So proceeding with my step there, my next task now is to come down to this down point here, right, this down point, and connect this one and this together. As in this case, connect these two together, right? So I have this. So next task is to come to this point here and take this with a faint line up, faint line first, faint line, then I'll use my ruler, connect this to touch that faint line. So it means that I cannot taking it. I have now know where I'll stop, so taking this way, right? So I will now take my compass this way, my T-square, and take this down this way, right? So we are almost through. We've been running a kind of curve here, of 20. So without stressing myself, the 20 has likely produced out itself. As you can see, like, let me measure it and you see this is like the 20, but to avoid confusion, at this center here, measure 20, is kind of circle here of 20, so even 20, take it up, down. All right, I've measured out 20 using my compass at the center, 1 2 3 and finally 4 here. So this means that I'm going to connect some points together. So I'm connecting, observe, I'll take this one here down here, such that, so I've did my first point here, this one has linked up to this line here. Next up, this one here has linked up to this line here, first point, second, this is the third point here. Sorry, no, I'll take this one here, this one at this point here, I will extend it down this way. So then I'll take this way. So this is where I need this point here. I'll take this down. So I need this point here, 1 2 3 4. So I'll join the longest diagonal which have been drawn already. So I'll take my meter rule. Don't let the line confuse you, just take it carefully. So join this to this and join this to this. So I have these 2 points needed, such that I'll take my compass, then I'll connect points. connect point this way, then come to this point here. I'll connect these two together, as in this case, right? Finally, connect this to this. So, right, I have this. So the last but not the least there is to connect these two, right? Connect these two, as in this case. So we have successfully reproduced out the figure you are seeing at the right hand side of screen using the concept of isometric projection. If you found this class helpful, do not forget to click on the subscribe button and like. Thank you. Welcome to WAEC Academy. Thanks for watching.